G'day guys, today we're going to be looking at another game from the Australian Scrabble Championships that was held a couple of weeks back. I got asked to look at the second game between Naween Fernando and Cameron Farlow. Naween has promised that this will be a good game, so let's hope that doesn't disappoint. So right off the bat, just going straight into it, it's not a really good draw for first pick, so Naween started off with a bit of junk. First things that pop out is maybe trying to play off the MA double T. Try and get some score here, but it's not really conducive. Trying to think if there's a 5 in there. Is it Tagma? I think Tagma's good, and it's probably going to be my choice. Putting the T here. Let's have a look. I played Tagma there. If there's anything that I missed, there wasn't anything I missed. So yeah, definitely Tagma, and he plays Tagma. Okay, all right. Cameron's got a bonus. Very easy. Pirogue groupie. Is he going to play? Where he's going to play it, I'm not sure. That's my phone, and I'm not going to answer it. Okay. Let's just turn that off for now. We'll get back to it later. All right, going ahead. So Pirogue groupie, going through the A. It's not Periagua. I don't know if there's anything through the A. Trying to think of anything through the T. No, I'm just going to go that he plays Pirogue here, leaving an S hook. Seems about right. Oh. Okay, interesting. He didn't do what I expected. Now, the benefits of Pirogue and... Okay, Naween's noted that there was Portigue. Nice. If you ask me what the bonuses with that, I'm not actually sure. It is only Portigue, so I did miss that one. Yeah, definitely Portigue's better. But in terms of playing groupie or Pirogue, I mean, maybe Cameron didn't know it because, well, it scores more, and they're pretty much equal in terms of the leave here. But you leave the G here, which gives you nothing, and you've got the E. You've got an E hook here, which yeah, doesn't really it's not really a threat. You're going to get an S or something down there, and as we can see from Naween's rack, he's going to also get an S, but it's just all around less volatile. And if your opponent's got tough tiles and they're like heavy scorers, look, an X, you get 52 immediately, 52 immediately. Whereas here, the R would be in front of the triple, the E would be here, so you'd have to get something to score heavily out of the E. You'd have to use a lot of premium or a lot of good tiles to get down scoring with your Z, for example. So and here another threat is an EQ word, very easy EQ. So I'm going to assume that it wasn't considered. That Cameron just didn't know the anagram, or wasn't sure of it. Now, has Naween got? And I'm sure there's a bonus here. Sudation through the U. That's probably not a great play. You want to use the things, and now I'm embarrassing myself by not finding the bonus that must be there. Alright, I'm going to have to admit I can't find it in like 10 seconds, so we'll have a look at what else is on there. So I can tell you there's dotings over here through the G, which will be safer than your Sudation. Doesn't really score very much. As far as a 7 goes, I'm terrible. through the I. Alright, I'm going to give up on that one. I'm sure Naween's going to do much better out of it than I can. So my choice is either sedation or dotings. I think dotings has an A, doesn't it? Sedation, okay. Okay, so it scores more. So did we miss anything? Let's see. Didn't miss a 7. Great. Alright, yay me. Okay, was there anything else on the board that's outstanding? Let's just have a look at the anagrams. Okay. E. So a stone E obviously not going to go down. Scores less. Going to go down, but it scores less. Wasn't anything else with the G. With the P, Pintado's Satin Pod, not a good play. Pintado's doesn't fit. Satin Pod would put the end hit score. It doesn't score as much, and it'll put the very volatile spot there. Donatism, one that I always miss. Donatism Sanctum, nice find down here, but doesn't quite work. Was there anything with the AG? No. Alright. Other things I was looking at was playing through this AG. And what else do we have? Diatrons, Intrados, didn't fit. T's didn't fit. A's didn't fit. G's didn't. We already discussed. Okay. So, well, what are the benefits of playing sedation? It scores more. However, it's really, really volatile. Like, ridiculous. Not only do you allow your opponent this amazing triple spot, but you're also opening up this with the H's thing. So he could have anything under the sun, and he's going to score on this next turn. That doesn't mean to say it's the wrong play. Sometimes you're left with a really, really tough decision, and you just have to go with it. So Cameron's now been given some really nice tiles, and I'm going to embarrass myself again, I think, by not finding the bonus. Oh, he's got Asia Run, so he's definitely playing Asia Run. So that's AEGIRNE, and he does. and from Naween's comment here is he doesn't know how he's magicked that one. So what else was there? Was there anything else that we could have played? I don't think there's anything else. Can't see it. Otherwise, no other bonuses in there. And look, you can. This isn't something to go on, but you can say, had Naween played anything else, played safer, played dotings. Look, dotings, he's probably, I'm pointing to the board, but he's probably going to get a double-double, which is just as good. Not just as good, but in the ballpark. Sedation, for this rack, he wouldn't have scored much for it, but, you know what? Yeah, it's funnily enough, he would have only been able to play this Asia Rhine. I think it's just too difficult to play through. So let's just have a look at the other anagrams that were available. Asia right through the T. So you're not blocking any, but you're not giving your opponent a bonus here. And Gaieties, which is also play off the G, plays off an S as well. Sorry, plays off the T. And Gaieties. So yeah, you weren't opening up any extra spots, but you did open up. And look, M there, as you can see, the I and E things, but you don't even need I and E. Like any, a 1200 player, a 1000 player, if they have the right letters with an ING ending, they are finding that. So that's a really easy. That's the only criticism perhaps of that play. Just too volatile. Let's go to the next one. So we've got what looks like. So Naween's got a lock on. Yeah, not sure. Could possibly be a bonus in here. There's like I know things like Genlock, GENLOCK. You could play it down here. It gets rid of a lot of letters. This is a nice rack, but Colo, for example, is okay. Leaving CEN, that's not bad on this. This is such an open board, it's ridiculous. In fact, that the last game I looked at, it was just this ridiculously open board. Alright, so I think you've got things like Cloak, CLOKE. Be nice balance to your rack, but it's not going to go. Unlock, not quite going down. Look, there might be a bonus here that I'm not sure of. But I'm going to go with, because I can't find the bonus at this stage, I'm going to go with Colo, just to take the spot. I think that's okay. There's lots of options on this board. So, Colo down here, or Locket. Cook something. Can you play through the A for like a double-double, or the U? Yeah, no. Onlook. I believe onlooks can be just done, but it can't be done. Okay. So that's an interesting one. Onlook King is only good. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Colo. Oh, he plays Colo. There we go. Not bad. Was there anything else on there? So it was Lock ONE. Any bonuses that we could have? We didn't miss any bonuses. Okay, great. We missed no obvious bonuses. Sub-and with maybe the A. No. Sevens, and with the U, nothing. So, alright, well, we're in agreement. At Braid, it looks like he will play with the Y here. There's probably a double-double available. A B Raid, for example. So, actually, he'll play B Raid, B-R-A-Y-E-D. I almost feel there's like a bonus through here. If it was a V, I'd know Vatabid. So for those playing at home, this is the word I'm talking about. Oops, it's not even how you spell it. With the Y, yeah, too complicated in this one. So let's go ahead. B-Raid. He does play B-Raid. But, okay. And so, during the request, Naween asked me, just imagine that I'm really angry. And judging by these comments, you can see. So, readably there, it's the only one findable. But I don't know if it really scores very much more, because this is just so good. So it was going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. See, it's only 94, and so you can argue that this is in fact a better play, or they're even. They're within Daybreak even. Could you play Daybreak? No, not enough 8. Okay. Well, Valance. Naween has, so he's should play it here, I believe. I can't see anything better. He does play Valance. For my interest, I would be looking that up. B, yes, I know. Valencia and Valiance both needed an I. And they could have played almost possibly through here, but yeah, not today. So, now, Cameron has the ROHN. We don't know what else he's got because Naween didn't have his racks. So what's he going to play? The only thing I know with this is like... must play Horn in some way. He either plays Horn or Roan. R-H-O-N-E. I don't know. Alright, let's have a look. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Now, I don't know what he's got on his rack. But you've got to imagine he must have doubled up an R or an N. Because to take this play, which is 24, over something over here, N-O-H, you've got to, like, unless he's just missed that play, NOH here is better. I think this doesn't really block anything. It takes a hotspot, and sometimes it's just hard. But look, you could have Ritz, you could have other words ending in, like, other dump words, Lutz, for example, ending in Z, just scores very much. Now, you could use those and say, well, yeah, I was blocking this play, but there's lots of spaces for the Z on this board, and blocking just 1 out of 5, so Z there, Z here, 50 points all over the place. So blocking those plays, not necessary for whatever reason. It's hard to tell. So Naween's got something looking like another things. Oh yeah, he's got humorist onto the T. No M. So I saw humorism first. I'm gonna go with humorist. There we go. Was there any other bonuses in there? Nope. Boriums. You're not going to play that anywhere here fast. Humidors, rhodiums, and thoriums. Anything with that A? Authorism? Not quite. Anything with the AGE? Just for fun? No. So, good find. And now so this might have predicated what this is Cameron's rack, and it might have predicated why he played here, is that he was just trying to get letters to score with a Q, which is fair enough. I'm assuming he's going to play it here for 42 points or something. There we go, and he does. Neo Tenny. Are you going to play Neo Tenny? NEO, not quite. That's unfortunate. Okay, now I've got to try and remember. I think Neo Tenny's is a singular. Like, it doesn't make any. I don't think it makes any bonuses. Like any 8s. Non-entry. It makes non-entry. Okay. 10 money. No. Honey net. No. Okay. So what are you going to play? Yeah, I'm not sure I can see anything here that we should be playing. Honey is probably it. If you can't find a bonus here, taking the hotspot, just double checking that we're not missing Neotine. Just doesn't quite fit. It's really mean. Alright, hit me with it. He does play honey, okay. Okay, so considering teeny and tenny, where are you playing that? Here. Yeah, that's not bad. I think when you're behind, you've still got to make it harder for your opponent to block, and this does make it very hard. So you've just got to keep the game going. Now he's going to play jet here. Look, in hindsight, when your opponents use the J, and when your opponent uses the J immediately in the spot you're considering, you go, oh wow, how stupid was I? But your opponent could have it in any of these other letters. They could have picked WL. There's lots of I's. There's lots of heavy letters in the bag, so you're kind of screwed in terms of wanting to play slowly and waiting for the right time. You've just got to play as aggressively as possible and get what's left of the goods. You can't really dawdle on this board because there's too many open spots. There's too many scoring opportunities, and your opponent's not going to just sit back and fish for a bonus. They're going to play 40 points, 40 points, 40 points. That being said, there's another 40-point score, and he wasn't expecting it. All right, but as I said, the board's super open. The X, the Z, and the Fs are still to come, and they can all score a lot each. Right, so now he's got... So now Naween has not great stuff. It's just going to make it very hard. Can't play a bonus onto up here. And that being said, if he doesn't play... If he plays here instead, Cameron's got these options where he can just play and block out the board. At the moment, the board's super open, and you can just come back with some smart play. Just massaging your rack, getting rid of this V and maybe the L is pretty much it. Pretty much what you should be aiming for. You're lacking from vowels, so probably the best move here just gets rid of 2 consonants. Yeah, so this is difficult because your best scorer is over here, vent, but it gets rid of your... Or you can't even play it, pent, pelt, for example. But it gets rid of your 1 vowel, and you kind of need that 1 vowel. There's I's to come, so you're likely to pick an I. So if you played pent, which is probably your best score, that doesn't block up the board. This is... So you've got to find a competing play. So 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 25 points. So you just got to find a competing play, and so the options are: do you play? I hope I'm not missing a bonus. No. Do you play? So the options are: do you play small and go for a really high score? Go for a really high chance at a bonus. Or do you play medium, keep within bonus material? Because the thing that he's now in danger of, if he plays this for 8, which is nothing, Cameron can just run away. There's not enough tiles in the bag to sort of catch up unless he gets super, super lucky. So relying on the tiles is not going to help. So I think in this case, plenty of ease left. Play pent. Or pelt, sorry. Pelt? Play pelt for 25. And then hope that the bag gives you tiles commensurate with what you've got left. That's really what we're going to do. Okay. Throw an S. That's okay. That's fine. 34. Just like the... I like the scoring potential the S leaves you with the V, because you need VIES, something like that. VIES, VIET. It might be you might be trading off score a little bit. Might be trading for a little bit too much score here for 4 points. Whereas pelt, if you've decided that this is your one and only play, well, is it worth 9 points? And I don't think it's worth 9 points. So back to Cameron's rack. He's got a lot of options, so we only know that he's got that. Ired down here blocks out a bit. Raired, R-E-I-R-D, blocks out this double. I reckon he's going to play I-R-E-D here. There you go. Okay. Puntable. Is that good? Nope. Yeah, now it's just getting harder for Naween. And now, with Cameron playing this, you can probably intuit what's on his rack is that he must have another I or an E or something. Because why would you play this I if you don't already have one on your rack? Like, you'd keep it. And if you're looking for another bonus, why would you play this E? Which means you've got to have the if you're just playing to block, sure, but it also means that he probably didn't have a W or an F. So he's probably it's hard. So I reckon that he'd have to have a maybe has the R, maybe has an E and an I again, yeah. If he did, I might be asking why didn't you keep the D? So it might mean that he has a D. So he might have red or rid. That would make sense, I reckon. So considering, or he might even have an S, you know. If he's got the last S, he's got a really easy bonus here. And this is another thing why he shouldn't have thrown the S. Why Naween should not have thrown the S here, because he has this spot. Not only does he have, you know, not only would have an S worked really well playing a 9-letter word through here, but it just gives that many more options. Okay, I don't know what he's going to play here. I think it's an unbelt, sunbelt. It doesn't really work for him. You can sort of give up on this playing through this V. It's going to be really outside tight. I kind of want to play a pre-word through here. There might be one I'm not sure of. Prebulant, no. You've got words like Pueblo here, which would be great if you were ahead. Just blocks out everything. So the word I'm talking about is Pueblo. Whoops. Whoops. Misspells. So that would be a good play if you're ahead. Okay. Okay, if you're going to have any chance of winning this, you got to get rid of this U and the B and maybe the L. It's just hard. Ideally, what I don't like that play. You could play Pulo through here, but it just leaves you a bit bent. I don't like that. I don't like B's. I find that they do like a P is a nice letter compared to the B. I mean, theoretically they're supposed to be equal or whatever, but I don't find that's the case. Nub might. I don't like giving up the. I don't like the balance that you get from leaving nub. Lumbee. Bulk here. Like right now you're really struggling to keep in the game. Blue, is it Bluid? Oops. Yeah. I might play Bluid here. This is just to distract your opponent. They have to block because triples win instantly. It's not good though. It's like a classic distraction move, but your rack's not even good enough to do it, which is really annoying. And the leave that you get with like the P is, yeah, it just doesn't work. So PLUB is probably what you want to get rid of. Is it up bent? Up bent? Not up bent. You could play your unbuilt there. No. Pub maybe. I think here, I think your best one is to play pub. Just here. It's out the way. It's not really blocking out anything. Except it's blocking this TI. It's blocking a comeback play here, which is why I don't like it. I think it's giving you some of the best odds. Now, there could be a bonus I've completely missed, but I'll take it. He plays pub. Okay. I agree. Where's he going to play futs? He's going to play futs up here. Yeah, that's... so, did you play re-election? Re-election. Oh, that's not a word. Okay, that's why you didn't play it. Yeah, okay, so let's just go back. Yeah, you've got to... Yeah, so you didn't do it last turn, but you've got to do it this turn. That's why I didn't like the pub play, because now you've got nowhere to play. Maybe... maybe playing the pub... Yeah, see, you can't play the pub out there. Yeah. Interlock. I really thought there might be a 9-letter word through these. ORs, RE. RE looked really promising. Centrial. OR doesn't work. MI. Yeah. And that's why you needed that distraction play, because... And when I'm saying distraction play, what I really mean is you're playing the end game but 2 turns earlier, where in a classic end game you set up 2 spots for your bonus, but you've got to do that a turn ahead. Hang on a minute. Did you have... Let's go back. You had Honey Bun here. Some interesting possibilities from there if you'd left that. Didn't score great, but you still left fairly good. So that's something to consider. Okay, so he plays, because he wouldn't have been able to play your futs there, so he wouldn't have scored as, it wouldn't have been a great blocking play, etc. So he would have had to play somewhere else. But where's he going to play? You know. So going back there, I think leaving the U, it's not a bad leave to do that, because you've also got the P, and if you pick an X or something, or powwow, something like that, you're still giving yourself more possibilities. All right, so we go for that. He's going to play ISA. And I think this is game. Yeah, leaving 1 in the bag. That's definitely game. So in this situation, you just try and maximize the score and get the X. You could be cheeky and just drop the X and hope your opponent fails. It happens. Okay, it does. Okay, not bad. So your opponent now knows you have the defiant rack, and basically just has to block your bonus. Swink isn't bad. It's very annoying that your opponent gets it. He plays Lou. Okay. I suppose it's okay. Okay, he set up the play to play Swink next. I'm not sure if I agree with that, because I think it's... Okay, it's not terrible. It's like WOW there, or fine. What do you have, Naween? Now, if Cameron found a block for a bonus word that I don't know, then good on him for a 9-letter word, but I don't really see it happening. No. Alright, so what are we playing with our defiant rack? So Swink, this is intersecting here. Things like Zeaton, just to annoy your opponent. Depends, especially if they're under time. Intifada, not A. So disappointing. Four. Is there anything for? So close. All right, assuming that he didn't play a bonus here. Oh, we got a MILF. You've just got to get rid of as many letters as possible. So, I think. All right, let's just consider this. I'm considering blocking here with Zirton, but because I've only seen 2 spots for the bonus for Cameron to go out at this point, and that is playing wage here or playing swink there. So intersecting them means that he might have to think harder. Is it blockable? A. Can't play the A there, unfortunately. Swain. You'd play Swain through there, but that's okay. You can still consider something like this. Too many possibilities. So antied is okay, I suppose. I want to get rid of the F and the D. So antied is 12 to 23 minus IF is 13. And something that blocks his swink. You know what? I can't actually think of anything right now. No. Can't play through onto this P, onto this U. Yeah, what do you play? Okay. Yeah, I suppose that's good. Yeah, that's fine. Managing. Oh, and he doesn't even play swink. Okay. Oh well, that's bad luck to Naween. Commiserations. So what was the last score he had? 531 minus 3. Yeah, so much better than my play. Good on him. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but you know, you get these kind of games, and you know, when an opponent starts off with a triple, it's always really annoying, especially when you're banking on the game to win. So, you know, bad luck. Try better next time. You know, try not to get the bag picked against you next time. But there were other plays that I did highlight. So playing this honey bun over here, interesting play. Not blocking yourself out with the pub maybe, but yeah, all around it's a hard game. You can't beat yourself up for it. You've just got to go, well, I'm always going to lose 25% of my games no matter what I do. It's just statistics. And if you win any more than that, then you know you probably stole them from someone, which is good, and that's what makes us feel good. But yeah, thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you next time.